Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is Wilson, Channel Sales Engineer of Rejay Networks, Philippines. Okay. So pag-usapan natin ngayon, if you're a CCTV installer and of course, gusto mong i-expand yung business mo into networking, so this is for you. Okay? So ang topic natin is about the um, CCTV, Unified CCTV and Networking for smart connectivity. Okay? So we're going to talk about yung concept, scenario, yung actual demonstration, of course, and summary. Okay? Please initially download muna yung Rejay Cloud application. After you download yung Rejay Cloud application, you have to register. Okay? So magsasend siya ng email dun sa active email address na ginamit nyo pag-create ng account. And then, once na-activate nyo na, lifetime nyo na magagamit yung Rejay Cloud app. And the good thing about this one is sa Rejay Cloud application, kung ano yung credential na ginamit mo dito, yun din yung gagamitin mo doon sa web. Okay? Which is, ipapakita ko rin naman yun sa mga susunod nating train. Okay? So let's talk about the concept. So we have the general concept ng ating CCTV and of course mixed solution ng network. Pero let's talk about initially as a CCTV installer. So most of our clients, CCTV installer din. If you're an installer at ikaw yung gumagamit pa ng unmanaged switch, mostly bakit ba tayo gumagamit niyan? Plug and play. Okay? So gusto natin mas madali, saksak lang and then okay na. Pero what we don't know is meron dapat factors na we have to consider dito. Okay, mamaya explain ko rin. And then of course, bakit natin ginagamit yung unmanaged switch? Because of the price. Mas mura talaga siya. But how about the quality? Kamusta yung quality? So, you're using plug and play device, mas mura. Gaano ba itatagal nito? Okay? And then next is yung management. Management, meron kang visibility dun sa mga switches mo. So kung kailangan mo ng troubleshooting, paano mo ba mato-troubleshoot yung switch mo? Okay? And then capacity. So ito yung sinabi ko kanina, yung bang network na pinagsama mo ng CCTV and then of course dinamahan mo rin ng network is tama ba yung planning mo? Kaya ba ng unmanaged switch yung capacity na traffic na kinakailangan mo dun sa ginawa mong project? So those are the questions na dapat nating i-consider. Okay? So another is, of course, we deserve an easy and better CCTV network. So ano yung meron kay Rejay? We have this easier and better one-stop choice for CCTV networking. So let's say may project ang power plant. So power plant, kailangan dyan industrial. So meron tayong industrial switch na NIS 2100. And kung office naman, meron tayong core switch and slash distribution switch na rin. 6K series, 5K series. If may project kang transportation, let's say sa mga expressway, and gusto mo point-to-point, hindi kailangan ng kable, or point-to-multipoint, meron tayong tinatawag na EST, 4 series and 300 series. And if kailangan din sa mga farm, same. Hindi kailangan ng kable, you need a wireless connectivity. You can use the EST4 and 300 series. Right? And if you have a retail naman, na let's say mga stores, may mga branches, you can use the EG gateway. And of course, kung may elevator scenario, mas mura. And then point-to-point yan instead of using cable, gamitin mo na lang din yung point-to-point natin which is EST100. Kung meron ka naman project na manufacturing, so we have this NBS 3000 series. All of these products can be managed sa cloud, application, or sa web. Okay? So next is pag-usapan natin yung scenario. Scenario natin, first scenario, you have a CCTV and network project. So ito yan, meron kang internet, meron kang router, meron kang switch, meron kang IPC or yung CCTV mo, meron kang AP, and then of course yung NVR mo. So we have our one router scenario natin, for example, isang router, and then meron tayong 10 switch, given, 10 switch, and then 20 access points. And then meron kang isang NVR. The question is, and then of course, meron kang 50 IPCs. The question is, gaano mo ba katagal to i-configure? If you're using other brand. Okay? So if you're using other brand, maybe meron mga 10 minutes, 5 minutes, let's say. Pero is it fully configured? Okay? So pag-uusapan natin dito yung konsepto na meron tayo. First is yung SON. SON is one of the feature ni RJ. Okay? We call it self-organizing network. Wherein this is the auto discovery. Meron tong capability rin ng auto networking. And then meron din tong capability ng auto configuration. I'll show you the video kung paano ba to.
Hello everyone, have you ever did any project using 30 switches and 40 cameras in one project? And before, how long it will take your time to online and configure all the switches? So today we have 5 minutes challenging game to finish all the configuration and finish the project. Are you ready? Let's go!
So, just interconnect nyo lang yung mga switches nyo. Basically, interconnect it using your cable. And then we have a router. Yan, yun yung mga switches.
Okay, next I will using my mobile phone to set up all the switches configuration. Okay, so let's start.
If switch lang yan, so you can do scanning ng QR code and then makikita nyo na dyan. And then do the project lang. We're talking about switch only. Okay, so that's what we call fast provisioning ng ating using SO1. Okay, so scenario 2 naman. Let's talk about yung you want to configure yung devices mo remotely. Let's say meron kang NVR, meron kang, of course, meron kang IPC or yung CCTV mo. And meron ka ring third-party devices such as biometrics, server, mga POS sa mga ng mga clients mo, etc. And of course, yung mga legacy devices na nasusupport lang talaga ng local web configuration. So may mga ganun pa rin devices naman. Ano ba yung gagawin mo? What will you do if ito yung objective mo? Okay? Of course, ang pwede natin gawin dyan is port forwarding. However, sa port forwarding, ano ba yung kailangan mo dyan? Public IP. Right? What if yung pinag-installan mo is naka-CGNAT? Okay? So, hindi ka makakapag-port forward. Next is, makapag-VPN ka. Of course, still, hihingi pa rin ng public IP kung mag-VPN ka. So at least one. So kailangan mo yun. And then, DDNS, so pag namatay, it's still sa DDNS is it keeps changing rin kapag nagpalit din naman yung public IP mo. So now, the solution that we have is yung NAT traversal. NAT traversal, wherein you can access yung device mo like yung NVR, CCTV server, etc. No need for public IP, no need for DDNS, no need for port forwarding. Okay? So ito yung scenario na yan. So ano ba yung ano yung kayang gawin ng NAT traversal natin? How it works with RIGI Cloud. So primarily kailangan natin ng RIGI Cloud and EG Gateway. EG Gateway, ito yun, yung router natin. Okay? Router natin. And of course, our NAT traversal will create a temporary tunnel. So let's say gusto kong i-access to. Kung meron tong IP na 192.168 x.x, so kaya kong ma-access to. Okay? So it will create a tunnel from RIGI Cloud to local device. So ganun yung mangyayari. Later, i-demonstrate ko rin naman. Okay? So ano ba yung mga supported na protocol nito? So supported niya yung HTTP, supported niya yung HTTPS, Telnet, SSH, and RDP. So fit to for local management. So kung may mga scenario kayo na kailangan mong i-manage yung mga devices mo, especially yung mga legacy devices, you can do so having our EG gateway using the NAT traversal feature. Okay? So scenario 3, may problem ka sa IPC mo. So nag-no signal yung IPC mo. So nangyayari naman yan, one of your IPC has no screen or ito yun, nag-no signal nga. Ano ba yung gagawin mo? Okay? So primarily, ang nasa isip mo is mag-on-site ako. If you're using unmanaged switch, mag-on-site ka or you're going to check the cable. Okay? Nag-on-site ka na, i-check mo yung kable, may pang cable testing, pang cable test ka, and then of course, unplug, then plug back in yung kable. So 75% of camera failure na re-resolve ng reboot. Pero if you're using unmanaged switch, ano yung magiging tendency nun? You still need to go on-site. Kasi nga, from the word unmanaged, hindi mo talaga siya mako-configure, hindi mo siya ma-troubleshoot. So ano yung solution na meron si RIGI dyan? We have this, remote reboot. Okay? So using our remote reboot, so remotely reboot yung specific port ng switch that has a problem. So other switch ports will not be affected. So kung ano lang kung saan connected lang na port yung camera na nagka-problema, yun lang yung i-reboot mo. Hindi mari-reboot yung lahat ng ports ng switch na meron ka. Okay? That's the concept of remote reboot. Right? So scenario 4, anong meron? Scenario 4 natin, meron kang LAN cable problem. So possible kasi nangat-ngat, okay? Nangat-ngat ng daga, yan. So, and then of course, kung may ngat-ngat yan, ano yung tendency niyan? Babagal. Okay? So sometimes, yung cable bitten by mouse cause big trouble. Actually, hindi sometimes yan. Kung talagang mangyari, palagi talagang big trouble yan. So, next is cable with issues. So, magkakaroon ng issue yung kable na yan. Tatakbo pa rin naman yan, pero at a lower speed than you expect. So, kunyari, etong port na to, supposedly runs 1000 Mbps. Pero magbabago yan kung nangat-ngat yan. Okay? Possible, bumagal. Okay? So, possible up to 10 Mbps. Okay? So yan, still shows connectivity. So makikita mo pa rin yan, okay, connected pa rin naman yung CCTV ko, pero bakit naglalag yung CCTV ko? Okay pa rin naman, may power pa rin naman siya, connected pa rin naman, nakikita ko naman sa NVR ko, pero you don't know kung ano ba talaga yung problema ng kable na yon. So ano ba yung gagawin mo? What will you do? you need to do a manual testing using a cable tester. So ano yung tendency dyan? Kailangan mo mag-onsite. Okay? So pag nag-onsite ka, of course, it's a cost. Okay? So kailangan mong sa pamasahe, sa engineer na babayaran mo to check that. Okay? So ano yung solution na meron si RJ? Using our cloud, we have this feature na cable test. So ano yung kaya niyang gawin? I-check niyo yung kable mo remotely. I-detect niya yung slow speed. Kung may short circuit ba dyan, cable disconnections and other cable quality problems. I-check din yan ng cable test natin. Okay? When there is a cable damage, it can also locate yung exact port number and kung saan bang switch yun nangyari. Okay? So paano yun? So I'll show you this video then. Meron naman tayo rito na cable test. Yan. So using the application, pero mamaya i-demonstrate ko rin. So just go to config and then just click the cable test. And then makikita mo na dito yung mga ports. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So itina-check niya yung lahat ng ports ng specific switch na to. Right? So all you need to do is just wait for a few seconds lang or in a minute. So and then bibigyan ka na niya ng result kung ano bang nangyayari dun sa kable. Okay? Kung may problema ba. Right? You can easily identify here. Okay? Right? So next scenario, meron kang multiple devices connected to a switch. So ito yun, meron kang installation na mixed solution or integrated solution. Meron kang access points, dalawa. Meron kang dalawang CCTV. So may 4-port switch ka and then this is the uplink ng switch mo. Okay? So now, yung first port mo, connected dyan, EP, at a range of 80 meters. Second port, 90 meters, access point pa rin yan. And then given etong mga ports na to, gigabit or 1,000 Mbps. And then the third port mo, CCTV. Pero kailangan mo siyang install ng 200 meters. The fourth port, 90 meters. So saan ba yung problema dyan? Ito. This is the challenge, yung port 3. Okay? So 2 access points connected to a switch, 2 IPCs connected to the same switch then. 1 IPC installation is 200 meters. What will you do? So ano yung kailangan mong gawin? Mag-add ka ng another switch. Yeah, this is a possible solution. Pero kapag nag-add ka ng switch dyan, it's still a cost. Okay? So kung isang CCTV lang and then mag-i-invest ka for another 4-port switch, so it's still cost. Or maglagay ako ng media converter. Okay? So may mga scenarios na gagana pero magpa-fluctuate. Yan. Ito yung mga behavior ng media converter. Or mag-fiber ako. Yes, tama naman, mag-fiber ka pero magmi-mediacon ka pa rin dito kung copper to. Right? So yun yung mga challenges. So ano yung solution na meron si RJ? Ang solution natin dyan is long distance transmission. So IPC can still work up to 250 meters basta gamitin mo yung Cat6, Cat6E. And then of course, gamitan mo ng pure copper. Okay? And then, specific port only will change the speed from 1,000 Mbps to 10 Mbps. Okay? Remote configuration, kaya mo siyang gawin remotely. No need to go on-site. And then other ports will not be affected. Kung sa scenario natin kanina, meron tayong AP na dalawa, hindi bababa ng 10 Mbps yung AP. At the same time, yung isang CCTV, hindi rin bababa ng 10 Mbps. Yung CCTV mo lang na merong 200 meters, yung bababa ng 10 Mbps. So, specific port lang. Okay? So, that is the long distance transmission. So later, papakita ko rin yan. So next is, let's say meron kang, yan, CCTV and network na. Suddenly, nagkaroon ka ng outage. Okay? Ano yung gagawin mo? So possible cause niyan is loop kasi nga gumagamit ka ng unmanaged switch. So ipapakita ko sa inyo ngayon kung ano ba yung mangyayari if you're using unmanaged switch. Alright, so in just one click, pero before that, naka-enable na dapat yung loop prevention mo. So just use our manageable switch, especially yung ES2 series natin. So yun nga, ang gagawin mo dyan, if you're using unmanaged switch at nagkaroon ka ng loop, kailangan mong isa-isahin yung switches mo to identify kung saan ba yung root cause ng loop. Kung anong switch, specific port ng switch. Ano ba? For you to identify, kailangan mo ngang gawing isa-isa, i-check isa-isa. Okay? So this is a sample ng loop prevention natin. Ito yung solution natin. Close the loop. Okay? It will close the loop by RJ Cloud and ES200 series. Gamitin mo lang yan. It will also detects shutdown and identify the exact port that causes loop. It will detect and shutdown yan, and shutdown, and identify the exact port kung saan ba nagsimula yung loop. Okay? So ipapakita ko sa inyo dito yung video. Meron tayo. Ayan, sa application, using application. So punta ka lang dun sa switch and then go to config and then loop prevention. But don't worry if you're using ES200 series, by default, naka-enable yan. So, ipinakita lang natin dito kung papaano yun i-enable. Okay? Kung gusto mo naman lahat ng switches, kung may 100 kang switches, yan. Okay? And then, even nagkaroon ng loop, continuously working pa rin yung mga switches, devices without interruption. Okay? That's how loop prevention works. So, ito pa, yung isang video. So, enabled yan. So, ito yung possible na loop na nangyari, pero naka-block na dito. Naka-block na yung port na yon kung saan nag-cause ng loop. Basta naka-enable bago mangyari yan, block na to. Right? So, let's talk about the scenario 7 naman. So, gusto mo single visibility dun sa mga IPCs mo. So dapat, gusto ko sana makita rin yung traffic, gusto ko makita yung power nito. Pero gumagamit kasi ako ng unmanaged switch. So using unmanaged switch, wala kang visibility sa traffic, power, and camera details. Okay? So ano yung kailangan mong gawin? Kailangan mo magpunta sa NVR to monitor. Pero not too detailed pa rin. Kasi kita mo lang doon, buhay, how about the traffic? Ilan ba? How about the power? So we have it here sa ating AI client list. Okay? So yung AI client list natin, it recognize yung camera in 5 minutes. So kapag kinonect mo na yung camera mo sa switch natin, kasi yung switch natin may capability siya na tinatawag nating camera recognition, 5 minutes, mapuposition na yan, and then sasama na yan sa topology. Okay? Katulad nito. Right? And then, monitoring ng camera status is very easy using yung cloud natin. So ipapakita ko sa inyo ngayon kung paano ba yon gawin using this. Yan, sa ating cloud application. So click mo lang yung device and then click mo lang din yung kung ano ba yung mga clients na gusto mo. So yan, makikita mo rin dito kung gusto mo i-click to. CCTV, yung wired. Yan, nandito na yung details niya. And then even yung power, makikita mo na rin dito. Okay? And then kung saan ba siya connected na switch. Okay? So yan, nakakita na rin dito. IP address, MAC address, even yung model and then vendor ng IPC mo. So hindi siya vendor specific. Okay? Kahit anong CCTV yan. So next is na pakita ko na sa inyo yung concept and then scenario. We will be doing now the demonstration. Okay? So let's do the demonstration. Initial demonstration natin is yung SON. Yan. So pakita ko yung SON natin. So punta lang muna tayo dun sa RJ Cloud application. Right? And then, let's say gagawa ako, yan. Let's say gagawa ako ngayon ng project. Let's say yun, mix solution nga, yung project ko. Ano ba yung gagawin ko? So punta muna ako, demo lang. Let's say demo. And then mag-demo tayo, gamitin natin tong SMB CCTV demo. SMB CCTV demo. Ito yung gamitin ko. Yan. Okay. Click ko lang yan. Okay. And then, I want you to experience yung Start SON. Ito. Okay. So, kiklik ko lang yung Start SON and then create a demo project. Okay. I-enable ko lang muna yung GPS. Okay. So, Start SON lang. Demo. And then, SMB CCTV, Start SON, create a demo project. So, tatanong kayo yan, okay, na-connect mo na ba lahat yung devices mo? Okay, so connected na rin ba sa internet? Yes, connected na. Yan. So make sure connected na rin lahat yan sa switch. And then, start mo lang yan. So kung scenario natin kanina, meron tayong isang router. Meron tayong 10 switch, may 20 APs tayo, may 50 IPCs. So magbo-broadcast lang yan ng isang SSID. Okay? Ito yan. 3J-M. Ano ba yung 4 na X na yon? Yung 4 na X na yon, yan yung last 4 characters ng MAC address ng master device mo. Kung may router ka, may switch ka, may AP ka, ang palaging master device mo ron yung router or yung EG gateway. So ibig sabihin, last 4 characters to ng MAC address ng EG gateway mo. So kung may 20 APs tayo, isa lang yung i-broadcast niyang SSID. So connect na lang tayo. So and then of course, create daw tayo ng password para sa device. Ano ba yung gagamitin natin password? So maganda na lang din kayo ng password na gagamitin nyo. Okay? And then okay. So ito yung tinatawag nating SON. Okay? So yung SON na to, na tinatawag natin or self-organizing network, may auto-discovery, na-discover niya to, neighbor niya. And then meron siyang auto-networking, nag-create ng topology, and let's do the auto-config. Start config. So ano na ba yung gagamitin mong SSID dun sa integrated solution mo? So may Wi-Fi ako, so gagamit ako ngayon ng SSID na, let's say, this is SSID 1. And then ano ba yung password ko? Let's say 88. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then yung project name. So, ito yung 3GPH project, kunyari. J. 3J. PH. 3J. Hindi. Project 1. Let's say project 1 na lang. project 1. Okay? And then click ko lang yung save. So dito na mangyayari yung auto configuration. Okay? So yung auto configuration, ang gagawin niya is i-check niya lahat yung devices at ano ba yung kinonfigure mo. So within 3 to 5 minutes, tapos na yung configuration mo. Okay? So eto na yan. So meron na ako rito na switch. Meron akong EG gateway. Yan, may switch ako. May EG gateway switch. And then meron akong APs. And then of course, if I check na rin yung clients, if I click yung clients, meron din naman ako ritong clients. So let me check lang. Yan. May mga clients ako rito. Okay? Like yung CCTV. So let's check again yung devices. Clients. Okay? So may 6 akong CCTV. May 5. 4, 4, 4 pala, 4. And then isang NVR. Okay? So yan yung SON. So tapos na kaagad yung configuration mo. Right? So next is yung tinatawag nating NAT traversal. So dun sa NAT traversal natin, ipapakita ko sa inyo ngayon kung paano ba gawin yon, NAT traversal. Punta muna tayo rito sa project natin. So as you can see, ito yung project natin. Meron tayo ritong EG gateway switch access points, point to point. Yan, EST or wireless bridge. And yung clients natin, ito yung camera. May camera tayo rito. Yan. Okay? So, i-click ko lang to, camera. And then, meron ako ritong isang NVR. As you can see, ang IP address ng NVR ko is 192.168.4.181. So, pwede ko na siyang i-click yung NVR. Okay? And then, ang objective ko, ma-access ko to remotely. Kasi nga, wala akong public IP na kinuha. So, paano mo to gagawin if you're using the EG gateway? Okay? So, all you need to do is just click this NAT traversal. Ito. NAT traversal. And then, ilalagay niya na, paano mo ba siya na-access? Is it HTTP? So, HTTPS. So, depende yan. So, let's use HTTP. Okay? And then, automatically niya nang ilalagay dito yung IP address niya. Okay? Yung IP address nito. And then, yung port 80, and then all you need to do is just click lang yung OK. And then, i-open mo lang yan. So, automatically, makikita mo na rin dito yung NVR. Yan. Okay? So, as you can see, yung IP address na to, this is not a public IP ng internet ko. Okay? So, this is a public IP provided by RJ Cloud. Right? All you need to do is just log in. Okay? That's the concept of NAT traversal. Right? So, let's talk about the remote reboot. Okay? So, mag-create muna ako. So, meron tayo ritong remote reboot gagawin natin. So, I have devices dito. Punta ako sa switch. Okay? So, given, eto na lang. Example natin tong ES206GS-P. Imo-modify ko lang siya. Let's say ito yung CCTV ko. CCTV switch. Ayan. Ito yung CCTV switch ko. Kunyari. Okay? Pero gusto ko sana muna mag-configure ng VLAN ng CCTV. Kasi meron akong network. So basic. Punta lang tayo rito sa basic natin. And then pupunta lang ako ron sa, scenario. Muna, ilagay ko lang muna yung scenario ko. This is a CCTV only. Yan. Punta lang ako sa scenario. Okay. So magka-create ako ngayon ng VLAN. Okay. Mag-create muna ako ng VLAN ng CCTV ko. So add lang ako ng VLAN. Gusto ko wired. Yan. Okay. So ngayon, ilalagay ko rito is, gusto ko sana rito is CCTV VLAN. CCTV. Okay na yan. And then VLAN 88. Kunyari. Okay? And then okay. Isa-select ko yung device na gusto kong or yung switch na gusto kong mapunta sa VLAN na yon. So meron ako ritong iba't iba. So you can use the topology or you can use the list. So mas madali sa akin yung list. So gusto ko sana itong ES. Ito, nagpangalan na kasi ako kanina ng switch na CCTV. So i-click ko lang yan. And then click ko lang yung OK. Mapupunta na ako rito. So yung scenario natin, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan. And then gusto ko sana yung 4 and 5, gusto ko CCTV. 4 and 5. CCTV yan. Then okay, then next lang. And then okay. So using this auto configuration, siya na rin yung bahala, si Cloud na rin yung bahalang mag-configure ng trunk port mo. Kung kanina nag-configure tayo ng Wi-Fi sa default natin, default VLAN, meron tayong SSID sa default VLAN kanina, di ba? Which is yung SSID1, eto. Pero dito naman sa CCTV, wala tayo of course SSID yan. Ito na may network ng CCTV ko. Okay? So back lang ako. Okay? And then pakita natin ulit yung switch natin. So ito na yung switch, CCTV switch ko. Okay? CCTV switch, i-click ko lang tong switch na to. Nandito na ako sa loob ng switch. So ngayon, yung remote reboot, as you can see, yung port 4 ko, meron na diyang port na CCTV nakalagay and then port 5. Okay? Pero itong port 5, I think walang PoE nakalagay. So ito, yung PoE talaga yung nakalagay dito. So may watts dyan and then you can see CCTV kasi ito yung tinrate nating VLAN name. Right? So now, yan, ito yan, VLAN name. So ngayon, gusto ko sana yung port 4, i-reboot ko. So pwede akong mag-click dito and then I can restart lang yan specific port na yan. Okay? Then automatically, magre-restart na yung port na yan remotely. No need to go on site. Okay? So yan yung remote reboot. Next natin is yung cable test. So since nandun ka na rin sa switch na yon, pwede mo na yung i-click din yung specific port na to. So kung click ko tong port 4, I can do this cable test sa specific port. Yan, pwede ko tong i-click or rather, pwede naman ako magpunta sa config and I can do the cable test dun sa buong switch na yon. Okay? Pwede kang mag-cable test ng specific port or pwede ka rin mag-cable test ng specific switch. So let's do the specific switch. So i-check niya yan lahat, yung ports ng ES206GS-P switch ko, which is eto yung nilagyan, pinangalanan ko or in-identify ko as my CCTV switch. So sabi niya rito, not supported. So yan yun. And then makikita mo na rin dito yung problem. Okay? So that's the cable test. Next is, ano yung problem natin kanina na dun rin sa switch natin na to. So meron tayo ulit, yung port 4 na lang din yung gagamitin ko dito sa ating sample switch. Okay? So dito sa port 4, okay, as you can see, yung speed niya 1000 Mbps. Pero ito yung scenario natin kanina, nai-install ko dyan or i-connect ko yung CCTV na up to 200 meters. Okay? So dapat, kasi yung sa port 1 natin, port 2 access points nakakonect dyan. Port. And then dito, 3 and 4, ang nakakonect is yung CCTV. Pero sa port 4 natin, let's say, nakakonect doon 200 meters ang kailangan. Ano yung gagawin mo? If you're using our switch, all you need to do is just go to config and click mo lang yung long distance transmission. And then gusto ko sana yung port 4, ilo-long distance ko. Click mo lang yung port 4, magkakaroon yan dito ng shade. And then click mo lang yung save. Okay? Just wait for a few seconds. And then madali mo lang din siyang ma-identify. Mag-change siya ng color from green to orange. And then you can easily see or identify na yan, from 1,000 Mbps, nag-change siya sa 10 Mbps. Okay? Pero as you can see, yung port 1 and other ports dito sa switch na to, hindi naman naapektuhan yung speed. Okay? That's how long distance transmission works. Pero gusto ko sanang ibalik. So all you need to do is just config, go to config, and then go sa long distance transmission. And then i-click mo lang din ulit yung port na yon. And then click mo lang ulit yung save. Okay? Just wait for a few seconds lang. Then, yan na. Bumalik na. Okay? Babalik na talaga yung actual speed ng port na yon. That's the long distance transmission. Right? Next is yung ating loop prevention. So, meron tayong scenario na, let's say, yung nga kanina, kapag nagkaroon ng loop, magda-down yung network mo. So, especially kung meron ka ng project na integrated solutions yung ginawa mo, CCTV and Wi-Fi, and then of course wired. So, medyo masama ang dating nun sa kliyente mo or sa customer mo. Ano ba yung dapat mong gawin? Okay, so i-enable ko lang muna dito yung alarm sa basic. Magkikreate lang ako kasi I'm using a demo project. Click ko lang yung alarm demo. So, yan. Yan. Alarm demo. Yan. In-enable ko lang. Enable all ko lang muna. So, ngayon, so paano mo ba siya kapag unmanaged switch ang gagamitin mo? Unmanaged switch. Ano yung mangyayari? Kapag unmanaged switch, down yung network mo. Pero kapag RIGI switch ang gamit mo, or RIGI switch, so balik tayo rin sa ating switch na CCTV switch. Click ko lang. And then, click ko lang din yung config. And then, ito yung loop prevention. So, before mo i-deploy, dapat enable yan. Pero don't worry, kasi yung mga ES200 series namin ngayon, by default, naka-enable na to. So, hindi mo na kailangan isa-isahin. I-enable. So, that's the advantage. So, kung makalimutan mo man na i-enable yan, don't worry. Okay? So, enabled na yan. So, now, so kung magkaroon man ng loop, yan, yung sa switch na yan, balik lang ako, and then punta lang ako sa project 1 ulit. The first refresh ko lang. So, makikita nyo rito, magkakaroon dito ng notification. Ayun, no? Yun, no? Dun sa bell button dun. So sasabihin niya, hey, meron dong IP camera maybe online or conflict. So yan yung mangyayari. Pero hindi kasi actual device. Pero papakita niya diyan kung loop man yung nangyari, uy, may loop na nangyari doon. Okay? Sa switch na yon, and then you can easily identify kung nasan ba yung loop na yon doon sa switch. Okay? Pag nagpunta ako dito sa switch, so ma-identify mo rin dito. Pero we're currently using kasi yung demo. Okay? So pero dito ma-identify naman dito. Alright? So kung nasan yung loop. Okay? So ganun yung konsepto. Pero as I've said, by default, it's very easy kasi by default, enabled naman siya. Alright? So next is gawin naman natin ngayon yung clients. So, let's say meron akong integrated solutions. So, ano yung kailangan natin? So, kailangan ko ngayon makita yung mga clients ko. Or ano ba yung mga connected devices dito? So, as you can see using the application, Meron tayo ditong view ng devices. Meron din tayo ditong view ng clients. So, click ko lang yung clients. Makikita ko na rito yung mga clients. Let's say, I want to see yung mga clients or let's say, yung devices na yan. And then clients, yan, CCTV yan. So, makikita ko rin dito. Okay? So, as I've said, kita mo rito kung anong model. Yan. Kita mo yung model dito. Kita mo yung IP address, MAC address. Okay, kung saan port and even yung power. Yan. And then kita mo rin yung speed dito. Okay, makikita mo rin dito sa ating switch. Okay. So that's the AI client list. All right. So that's the actual demonstration. Okay. Using the integrated network and CCTV solutions natin. So let's talk about yung summary. Okay. So summary natin, yung SON natin, ito yung feature, device supported, of course, EG gateway, switch, access point. Yan. Kailangan mong platform, cloud application, cloud web. Benefit nito sa'yo, what's in it for you is 3 to 5 minutes, makukonfigure mo na. Okay? And then na traversal, okay, EG gateway at saka yung home wifi natin. So magkakaroon pa rin naman kami ng separate video dito. Ako ng separate video. It's like an EG concept na gagamitin mo si home wifi para sa NAT traversal. Okay? And then of course, ito yung application. Remotely access NVR and other legacy devices even without public IP. Remote reboot, ES2 series switch. Reboot mo yung specific port remotely. Cable test, one-click cable testing remotely. Long distance, extend cable capacity up to 250 meters. Loop prevention, it prevents loop before it happen. And AI client list, meron kang visibility, you can monitor, it recognize the clients then. Right? So that's the summary. So with ReJRE, we make your business easy. Thank you.